Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am practicing this right now to see if I can actually record something and what it looks like and all those things. So one of the most important things we do in AP is we do in-class essays. It's 40% of your grade and it is most of the AP test. Even last year when it was online and it was all crazy, the thing that they required is the essay. So today we're going to practice blocking. Blocking is the first thing you should do to a prompt so you can figure out what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it. Afterward, in this particular case, you're going to choose one of these that you like and you are going to write that essay. So these are what the prompts are going to look like whenever you have them. You're also going to get a list, and in that list is going to be a bunch of titles that are going to apply to these prompts. I suggest you ignore that list. That list is going to throw you off, and if you already know what you want to write about, I don't want you ever second guessing yourself. Okay, so first one is from 2009. A symbol is an object, action, or event that represents something or that creates a range of associations beyond itself. In literary works, a symbol can express an idea, clarify meaning, or enlarge literal meaning. You're going to select a novel or play and, focusing on one symbol, write an essay analyzing how that symbol functions in the work and what it reveals about the characters or themes of the work as a whole. Do not merely summarize the prompt. So the first thing we see here is that we have a symbol, and we know that that's what we're going to be talking about. Here, right here, is what it is. It's an object, action, or event. It represents something, and then there are associations. So that's put there just for you. It's just so you have that definition, just so you know what it is, because obviously you couldn't answer the question if you didn't know what a symbol was to begin with. I'm just going to write it's a definition on the side. In literary works, a symbol can express an idea. Okay, here's the things that it can do. A symbol can express an idea, it can clarify meaning, or enlarge literal meaning. So it can make you zoom into those things. So these are all the things that it can do. This is just information for you. If you already knew what a symbol was, you wouldn't have to necessarily go through and do all of this. But if you didn't, it's right here for you. So here is the actual prompt. Select your novel or play and, focusing on one symbol. Okay, so I know I have to focus on one symbol. Write an essay, and here's what I have to do. I have to analyze how that symbol functions in the work and what it reveals about the characters or themes. So I'm going to analyze the function and talk about either the characters or the themes. You're always tying to the meaning. You're always tying to the meaning. And this one is super important. Do not merely summarize the prompt. Summarization has no place here. It's all about in-depth analysis. If we actually get to do the AP test per usual, you're going to have 2 hours to write 3 of these essays. So we don't have time for all of these things. So this is just letting you know, hey, don't do that. We don't want you to do that. Option 2. In a literary work, a minor character, often known as a foil, possesses traits that emphasize, by contrast or comparison, the distinctive characteristics and qualities of the main character. For example, the ideas or behavior of the minor character might be used to highlight the weaknesses or strengths of the main character. Choose a novel or play in which a minor character serves as a foil to the main character. Then write an essay in which you analyze how the relation between the minor and the major illuminates the meaning of the work. Do not merely summarize. Once again, up here, you're going to get that definition. And then your to-do list, your prompt, is at the bottom there. This one might be a little bit different for you because maybe you haven't heard of a foil very often. So here, we've got this minor character, and he's called a foil. And then he's going to contrast or compare the main character. So that's who he is. So now we know that the minor character can either highlight the weaknesses or the strengths of the main character. So we're looking for somebody on the other side of that. So now what are we going to do? Okay, we're going to choose the novel or the play. Yes, you can use plays always. You're going to choose a minor character that is a foil to the main character. Okay, you got to pick. Then what you're going to do is you're going to analyze, notice how this word keeps coming up, the relationship between the minor and major, and what that does for the meaning of the work as a whole. You're going to see that that meaning of the work, that theme, that claim, is always going to be in there. We always want to tie back to the so what question. You're going to see that a lot. I'm going to try to do a lot of comments. So what? Who cares? That kind of thing. And then the last one, sometimes you get quotes at the beginning that you're going to work off of, and this is an example of that. In a novel by William Styron, a father tells his son that life is a search for justice. Okay? Choose a character from a novel or play who responds in some significant way to justice or injustice, then write a well-developed essay in which you analyze the character's understanding of justice, the degree to which the character's search for justice is successful, and the significance of this search for the work as a whole. So, this one, you take this quote, and now this is what you're going to be analyzing. Okay? So, you are going to take that quote, and really the point of it is this justice or injustice, and you're going to talk about that. You are going to analyze, there's that word again, the understanding of justice, if they are successful, and once again, the significance. Why do we care? So what? This as a whole keeps coming up. So then today in particular, what you're going to do is you're going to choose one of those and you're going to write your very first ICE in-class essay. And what you want to do is you want to give yourself 40 minutes and no longer than an hour to write one of these essays and decide which work you want to write about. I highly, highly suggest summer reading because it's fresh in your mind. But sometimes you'll find things from prior years that you know, really resonate with you and that you remember. And you could choose those as well. You want to do things that are academic, and they will be called, you know, AP style or AP level. So, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, we're going to talk about that next. But otherwise, I am going to toss this back over to your Google Classroom, where you are going to actually get into the work and start writing.